Have you ever wondered how to keep your legs strong and steady even as you reach 90? As we age, maintaining leg strength isn't just about being able to move around, it's about maintaining your independence, your confidence, and living life on your terms. But many older adults notice their legs growing weaker, making even simple tasks like climbing stairs or standing for long periods more difficult. What if I told you there's a simple, natural way to strengthen your legs and keep them powerful for many more years? In this video, we're going to dive into 6 essential vitamins that can help seniors maintain strong, resilient legs. These nutrients don't just support muscle function, they improve circulation, reduce inflammation, and enhance overall mobility. If you've noticed your legs getting tired quickly, or if you're worried about losing strength as you age, stay with me until the end. By the time this video is done, you'll know exactly which vitamins can help you stay strong, steady, and full of life. And, most importantly, you'll learn how a simple daily habit can make a big difference in keeping your legs healthy and strong. Stay tuned, because the last vitamin on this list is often overlooked, but it can have a huge impact on your leg strength and endurance. And let's begin with one of the most powerful and most overlooked nutrients for keeping your legs strong and steady: vitamin D. If you've ever found yourself gripping the handrail a little tighter while going down the stairs, or if your legs tend to feel achy, wobbly, or just plain tired, for no clear reason, it could be your body's quiet way of saying, "I'm running low on vitamin D." And you wouldn't be alone. Studies show that nearly 1 in 2 adults over the age of 65 in the U.S. are deficient in this essential vitamin, largely because as we age, our bodies simply stop producing it as efficiently, even with sunlight exposure. Now here's why that matters. Vitamin D doesn't just help your bones stay strong, it's a foundational nutrient for your entire musculoskeletal system. It helps your body absorb calcium properly, keeps your muscles working the way they're supposed to, and even supports your sense of balance. When levels drop too low, everyday activities like getting up from a chair, climbing the front steps, or walking to the mailbox can suddenly feel harder than they used to. And for many people, that creeping weakness is chalked up to just getting older. But in truth, it's often a correctable deficiency, not an inevitable decline. One such a person is Sally, a 72-year-old retired school librarian from Florida, who always stayed active until about a year ago, when she began noticing frequent nighttime leg cramps and an unsteady feeling whenever she walked across the kitchen. "I thought I was just aging," she says, "but something didn't feel right." After a visit to her doctor and a simple blood test, Sally learned her vitamin D levels were significantly below normal. Instead of starting with pills, she opted for a natural approach and began taking 1 tablespoon of cod liver oil each morning, a rich source of both vitamin D and omega-3s. Within weeks, the difference was striking. The cramps stopped almost completely, and I don't feel like I'm teetering anymore, Sally shares. "I didn't realize how much this one vitamin could change how I move and feel every day." And her experience is backed by science. A landmark study published in the Journal of Gerontology followed over 2,000 older adults and found that those with low vitamin D levels were twice as likely to suffer falls and mobility impairments compared to those with adequate levels. That's a big deal, because falls aren't just inconvenient at this stage of life, they can be life-altering. Another study from the CDC found that more than 25% of adults over 65 fall each year, and a significant portion of those falls lead to hip fractures, hospitalizations, or long-term mobility loss. So something as small as a daily boost in vitamin D could very well be the difference between staying independent or needing assistance. Still, many people assume that a quick walk outside each day is enough. But here's the catch: as we get older, our skin becomes less efficient at converting sunlight into usable vitamin D. In fact, a 70-year-old produces only about 25% of the vitamin D that a 20-year-old does from the same amount of sun exposure. So, unless you live in a sunny climate year-round and spend plenty of time outdoors without sunscreen, which most doctors don't recommend, it's incredibly easy to fall short without even realizing it. Thankfully, getting enough vitamin D doesn't have to be complicated. Yes, natural sunlight helps, And yes, foods like salmon sardines, egg yolks, and fortified milk or orange juice can give you a boost. But if you're looking for a simple, reliable, and senior-friendly habit, just 1 tablespoon of cod liver oil a day can provide your body with the vitamin D it needs to maintain strong bones, responsive muscles, and better balance. It's affordable, easy to digest, and often comes with the bonus of omega-3 fatty acids, which are also great for joint comfort and brain health. If you've noticed that your legs have been feeling unsteady lately, or if you've been experiencing those nagging nighttime cramps that make it hard to fall back asleep, it might be worth looking at your vitamin D levels. This isn't about chasing youth or expecting to sprint like you did at 30. It's about giving your body what it quietly needs so that you can keep doing the things you love, whether that's gardening, dancing at your granddaughter's wedding, or simply walking down the hallway with confidence. Think of your legs like the legs of a sturdy table. With enough vitamin D, they hold you up strong and steady. But when it's missing, the table starts to wobble little by little until one day it just doesn't feel safe anymore. The good news: you can reinforce that table starting today with a small spoonful of sunshine delivered through the simple habit of vitamin D. It's not flashy, it's not complicated, but for many older adults, it's the quiet game changer they didn't know they were missing. So before you blame age for those tired legs or wobbly steps, pause for a moment. Your body may be asking for something very specific, and now you know what that something might be. Now, let's talk about another nutrient that plays a vital role in how your legs feel, move, and respond: vitamin B12. While most people associate B12 with energy, its true power lies in how it supports your nervous system red blood cell production and the delivery of oxygen to every muscle fiber in your legs. Imagine your legs as an orchestra and your brain as the conductor. B12 is the signal that helps the music play in perfect harmony. Without it, that communication breaks down. And the result? Your legs might start to feel numb, tingly, heavy, or just plain tired, even when you haven't done much. For many older adults, these strange sensations come and go without warning, leading to confusion and worry. But in many cases, the answer is surprisingly simple: a B12 deficiency that's been quietly developing over time. One of the reasons this happens is because as we age, our bodies become less efficient at absorbing B12 from food, especially if we've taken certain medications like antacids, metformin, or if we've had digestive issues like gastritis. In fact, research shows that up to 20% of adults over 60 may have low or borderline B12 levels, even if their diet seems balanced. And when that deficiency sets in, the legs are often one of the first places to suffer. That's exactly what happened to Tom, a 68-year-old retired engineer from Ohio. For months, he noticed a strange tingling sensation in his calves, along with a creeping sense of fatigue every time he tried to go for a walk. At first, he blamed it on getting older, maybe even poor circulation. But after his doctor ran a few tests, they discovered that Tom's B12 levels were far below normal. Instead of starting injections or supplements right away, Tom decided to try a natural dietary approach first. He began adding 1 tablespoon of nutritional yeast, a rich plant-based source of B12, to his meals each day. He sprinkled it on scrambled eggs, mixed it into soups, and even added it to popcorn for a cheesy flavor. Within just a few weeks, he noticed something remarkable. The tingling went away, my legs felt stronger, and I wasn't getting tired halfway through my walks anymore, Tom said. I had no idea that such a small change could give me back my energy. And Tom's story mirrors what experts have been saying for years. According to the National Institutes of Health, B12 is essential for maintaining the myelin sheath, the protective coating around your nerves. When that coating begins to deteriorate, nerve signals can slow down or misfire, leading to symptoms like numbness, balance problems, or muscle weakness. One study published in Neurology even found that older adults with B12 deficiency were significantly more likely to develop walking difficulties and slowed reaction times, which can increase fall risk. The good news is that B12 is easy to replenish once you know you need it. Animal-based foods like fish, poultry, eggs, and dairy are traditional sources. But for those who prefer a convenient and easy-to-use option, nutritional yeast offers a flavorful way to get your daily dose, especially the fortified kind, which provides more than 100% of the recommended daily intake in just 1 tablespoon. And because it's shelf-stable and versatile, many older adults find it easy to incorporate into their routine. Think of it like this. Your legs are listening for instructions from your brain, but if there's static on the line, they can't respond clearly. That's what a lack of B12 feels like. You might lift your foot, but it feels sluggish. You might try to balance, but your nerves don't quite cooperate. And the longer the deficiency goes unaddressed, the more disconnected things can feel. That's why it's so important not to ignore the subtle signs, pins and needles, occasional numbness or weakness that seems out of place. These are not just quirks of aging. They could be your body waving a little red flag asking for more of what it's missing. Adding B12 to your routine, whether through diet or supplements, can help restore that clear connection between your brain and your legs. It's like tuning the signal back to full strength. And when that happens, walking becomes smoother. Standing feels sturdier. And you may even notice a renewed sense of energy that makes everyday movement feel less like a chore and more like freedom. For many older adults, that feeling is everything. So if your legs have been acting up in ways you can't explain, sometimes heavy, sometimes tingly, sometimes just off, it may be time to give them what they've been asking for. With one small consistent habit like a daily spoonful of nutritional yeast, you might find your steps becoming lighter, your posture more confident, and your energy returning in ways you didn't expect. Sometimes it's not about pushing harder, it's about feeding your body smarter. And vitamin B12 might just be the key that unlocks the strength, clarity, and control your legs have been waiting for. Now, let's move on to a nutrient that's often associated with fighting colds, but plays a far more powerful role when it comes to the way your legs feel and function: vitamin C. If you've been waking up with stiff knees, feeling soreness after just a short walk, or noticing that your legs take longer to recover after activity, your body might be trying to tell you it's not getting enough of this essential vitamin. While most people know that vitamin C helps the immune system, few realize that one of its most important jobs is supporting the production of collagen, a protein that acts like the glue holding together your joints, tendons, ligaments, and muscles. As we age, collagen production naturally declines, which can lead to stiffness, joint pain, slower healing, and even a sense of creaking in your knees or hips. Without enough collagen, your connective tissues lose their bounce flexibility and shock-absorbing ability. That's where vitamin C comes in. It acts like the foreman on a construction site, making sure your body has what it needs to keep rebuilding and reinforcing the framework of your legs. It also serves as a powerful anti-inflammatory agent, helping reduce swelling, soreness, and the muscle fatigue that many older adults feel after just a bit of movement. Take Barbara, a 75-year-old grandmother from Michigan. She had always enjoyed taking daily walks around her neighborhood, but in recent years, her knees started to feel stiffer, and the soreness would linger for hours after. "It felt like my legs were rusted shut," she recalled. After a conversation with her daughter, who's a nutritionist, Barbara began adding acerola cherry powder, an extremely rich natural source of vitamin C, to her morning smoothie. Just 1 tablespoon blended into orange juice provided more than 500% of her daily vitamin C needs. Within a few weeks, Barbara noticed her joints didn't ache as much, and she was able to walk longer without feeling like her legs were locking up. Her experience aligns with what researchers have found in numerous studies. According to data published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, higher vitamin C intake is associated with greater muscle strength and faster recovery in older adults. Another study out of the University of East Anglia found that adults with higher blood levels of vitamin C were significantly less likely to experience age-related muscle degradation and joint pain. It's not just about strength. It's about comfort, fluidity, and resilience. Vitamin C supports every tissue that keeps your legs moving, absorbing shock, and recovering from strain. When it's missing, things get rigid. When it's replenished, things begin to move again with ease, grace, and less pain. And here's something else, because vitamin C is water-soluble. Your body doesn't store it the way it does with fat-soluble vitamins, like D or E. That means you need a fresh supply every day to keep your legs feeling their best. Fortunately, it's not hard to get, especially with the right foods or supplements. Citrus fruits, like oranges, grapefruits, and lemons, are excellent sources, as are strawberries, bell peppers, kiwi, and even broccoli. But for those who want a reliable concentrated boost without the sugar or hassle, acerola cherry powder is a fantastic option. It blends easily into juice smoothies or even just water and provides one of the highest natural concentrations of vitamin C found in any food. Think of vitamin C like the cushion inside your shoes. Without it, every step starts to feel harder, more jarring, and less forgiving. But when you have enough, there's spring in your step, your joints feel smoother, your muscles recover faster, and your legs don't fight back every time you try to move. Many older adults who start adding more vitamin C into their routine report less morning stiffness, quicker recovery after walks or light exercise, and a general sense of looseness in their hips and knees. And unlike some supplements that take months to show results, vitamin C often makes a noticeable difference in just a few weeks. If you've been feeling like your legs are aging faster than the rest of you, if stairs seem steeper, walks seem longer, and rest doesn't restore you the way it used to, then this one simple change could unlock a new level of comfort. Add a spoonful of vitamin C-rich powder to your day, or reach for those vibrant fruits and veggies. Your body knows how to use it. It just needs you to supply it. So the next time your knees creak or your calves feel sore after standing, don't assume it's just age catching up with you. Consider the possibility that your connective tissue is asking for reinforcement and vitamin C is ready to answer the call. Because strong legs aren't just built in the gym, they're built in the kitchen too, one vitamin at a time. Now, let's shine a light on a nutrient that rarely gets the attention it deserves, but plays a critical role in keeping your legs strong, stable, and pain-free. Vitamin K2. While many people are familiar with vitamin K1 for its role in blood clotting, vitamin K2 is a different form of the vitamin with a very different mission. It's the one responsible for guiding calcium to the right places in your body, and this is crucial, especially as we age. You see, calcium is essential for strong bones, but without the right guidance, it can end up in the wrong places, like your arteries, joints, or soft tissues, where it can cause stiffness pain and even increase your risk of fractures or heart problems. Vitamin K2 acts like a traffic cop, telling calcium where to go and making sure it gets deposited into your bones instead of building up where it shouldn't. Without enough K2, the calcium you're taking through supplements or food might not be helping your legs the way you think it could actually be contributing to the discomfort or instability you're feeling. That was the case for John, a 70-year-old retired high school teacher from Oregon. For years, John took calcium supplements faithfully, thinking he was doing the right thing for his bones. But his knees remained stiff, and he always felt like he was walking with bricks in his joints. I kept thinking, why do my legs still feel so weak if I'm taking calcium every day, he recalls. After doing some research, he came across the role of vitamin K2 in bone health and calcium metabolism. He decided to make a simple change. He began adding a tablespoon of grass-fed butter to his morning toast or steamed vegetables. Grass-fed butter is a natural source of vitamin K2, especially the MK4 form that's most easily used by the body. After a month of this simple addition, John noticed that his knees felt less locked. His steps felt smoother, and he wasn't waking up with that deep ache in his joints anymore. It felt like my legs were getting a second chance, he says. His story is echoed by researchers worldwide. A study published in the journal Osteoporosis International found that vitamin K2 not only improves bone density, but also significantly reduces the risk of fractures in older adults, especially in those already supplementing with calcium and vitamin D. Another study in thrombosis and hemostasis revealed that individuals with adequate K2 intake had better arterial flexibility, which supports healthier circulation and reduces the risk of calcium-related blockages. In simple terms, vitamin K2 helps your body build bones that are strong and flexible while also keeping your joints and blood vessels clear and mobile. Think of calcium as the building material and K2 as the skilled labor. It doesn't matter how many bricks you have if no one is placing them where they belong. And unfortunately, K2 is notoriously hard to get from a typical Western diet. It's found mostly in fermented foods like natto, a Japanese soybean dish that many people in the U.S. don't eat, as well as in aged cheeses, organ meats, and dairy products from grass-fed animals. That's why so many older adults are unknowingly running low even if they're eating healthy. But the solution doesn't have to be complicated. Just a small daily serving of grass-fed butter or ghee can deliver a steady supply of K2. Not only does it taste great, but it also adds richness to your meals and supports your legs from the inside out. Some people prefer taking K2 in supplement form, which is fine too. Just be sure to choose a version that includes MK7 or MK4 for best absorption. So, how do you know if your legs are asking for more K2? The signs are often subtle at first: stiffness in the knees, even when you're getting enough calcium, a lingering ache in the joints that doesn't improve with exercise, or that creeping sense that your posture is slipping and your balance isn't what it used to be. Over time, these can lead to more serious issues, fractures, falls, or reduced independence. But the good news is that replenishing K2 doesn't take much. It just takes awareness and a small shift in your daily habits. And the results. Many older adults say they feel more flexible, more stable, and more confident on their feet. Their legs don't feel as tight or wooden. Movements that once felt risky, like stepping off a curb or bending down to pick something up, become easier, more natural. It's the kind of quiet strength that builds day after day. So if you've been taking calcium and still feel like your bones or joints are working against you, it might not be more calcium you need, it might be better calcium management. And that's exactly where vitamin K2 steps in. Add a bit of grass-fed butter to your toast. Stir a spoonful of ghee into your soup. Try a slice of aged cheese with lunch. These small, simple choices could be the key to keeping your legs light, stable, and pain-free no matter your age. Because staying strong isn't just about adding more. Sometimes it's about helping your body use what it already has in the smartest way possible. Now, let's focus on a mineral that your legs absolutely depend on to stay relaxed, energized, and free from sudden spasms. Magnesium. Often called the relaxation mineral, magnesium plays a critical role in over 300 biochemical processes in the body. But one of its most important jobs is helping your muscles contract and release properly. Without enough magnesium, your leg muscles can become tight, fatigued, or prone to cramping, especially at night when your body is trying to rest. If you've ever been jolted awake by a painful Charlie horse or felt like your legs were dragging during the day despite getting enough sleep, magnesium might be the missing piece. This mineral also plays a vital role in supporting healthy blood circulation, ensuring that oxygen and nutrients can reach your leg muscles efficiently so they perform without tiring out too quickly. As we age, magnesium levels tend to drop partly due to lower dietary intake, but also because the body becomes less efficient at absorbing it from food. Certain medications commonly used by older adults, like diuretics, acid blockers, or blood pressure drugs, can further deplete magnesium stores, leaving your muscles hungry for what they need to function properly. That's exactly what happened to Linda, a 67-year-old woman from New York. For months, she had been waking up several times a night with intense leg cramps that made it hard to fall back asleep. She tried stretching, drinking more water, and even switching shoes. Nothing seemed to help. Then, after reading about the benefits of magnesium for muscle relaxation, she made one small change. She began eating a tablespoon of pumpkin seeds each day, a rich natural source of magnesium. Within a week, the nighttime cramps stopped. Her legs felt lighter, more at ease, and she no longer dreaded going to bed. "I didn't realize my muscles were so starved for magnesium," Linda said. "But once I gave my body what it needed, the relief came quickly." And Linda isn't alone. According to the National Institutes of Health, up to 60% of adults in the United States don't get enough magnesium from their diet, and older adults are especially at risk. A study published in the journal Magnesium Research found that magnesium supplementation significantly reduced the frequency and severity of nighttime leg cramps in older individuals, helping them sleep more soundly and move more freely during the day. That's because magnesium helps regulate calcium and potassium movement across cell membranes, which is essential for normal muscle function. Without enough magnesium, nerves can become overexcited, triggering painful muscle contractions or spasms. Magnesium also helps reduce inflammation and oxidative stress in muscle tissue, meaning it not only prevents cramps, but also supports faster recovery after activity. So if your legs often feel tight, restless, or slow to bounce back after a short walk or light exercise, your body may be signaling a magnesium shortfall. The great news is that magnesium is found in many delicious everyday foods. Leafy greens like spinach and Swiss chard, whole grains, beans, and especially nuts and seeds like pumpkin seeds, almonds, and sunflower seeds are all great sources. For a simple daily habit, a spoonful of pumpkin seeds, raw or roasted, can provide a steady stream of magnesium to fuel your muscles and calm your nerves. You can sprinkle them on salads, blend them into smoothies, or enjoy them as a crunchy snack on their own. Some people may also benefit from magnesium supplements, especially if their symptoms are more severe, but always consult your doctor before starting any new supplement. Think of magnesium as the conductor of a symphony when it's present. Your muscles move in smooth coordination, but when it's missing, the music turns chaotic, and your legs may seize up, slow down, or fatigue more quickly. Magnesium also supports the energy production cycle in your cells, which means it gives your muscles the fuel they need to keep going without crashing. For older adults, this translates into more stamina, fewer cramps, and greater comfort during daily movement. And the benefits can often be felt in a matter of days, not weeks. If your legs have been feeling heavy like anchors, if you're dealing with that familiar middle-of-the-night leg jolt, or if your muscles seem to tire too quickly, it might be time to give magnesium a try. You don't need to overhaul your diet or add dozens of new foods. Just a single mindful habit like including magnesium-rich seeds in your day can start the process of relief. Many older adults report that after increasing magnesium intake, their legs feel more relaxed, their circulation improves, and they even begin to enjoy movement again rather than avoiding it. Because when your muscles are calm and your blood is flowing, every step feels easier. So instead of chalking up those leg cramps, restless nights, or sluggish walks to age alone, consider the possibility that your body is simply asking for more of this quiet yet powerful mineral. With magnesium on your side, your legs can move the way they were meant to with ease, rhythm, and strength that carries you through the day. Last, but certainly not least, let's talk about a vitamin that's often overlooked when it comes to leg strength and comfort, yet plays a crucial role in how your legs feel throughout the day. Vitamin E. If your legs often feel cold to the touch, swell after you've been sitting for a while, or tire out faster than they used to, poor circulation could be part of the problem. And that's exactly where vitamin E steps in. This essential nutrient functions as a powerful antioxidant and natural blood thinner, helping your blood vessels stay open and flexible so that oxygen-rich blood can flow freely to your leg muscles. Without enough vitamin E, your circulation can slow down, especially to your extremities, leaving your legs feeling heavy, achy, or numb, particularly after long periods of sitting or standing. That's why so many older adults experience that familiar dead leg feeling after watching a movie, taking a road trip, or sitting through church service. The good news is that vitamin E can help prevent that by supporting healthy circulation, reducing inflammation, and protecting your cells from oxidative damage that builds up with age. A perfect example of this is Eleanor, an 80-year-old retired nurse from North Carolina. Eleanor loved gardening, but she found herself avoiding it because her legs would swell up and feel drained after just 30 minutes of standing or kneeling. She also noticed that her feet were cold most of the time, even in warmer weather. Her doctor ruled out serious vascular issues and suggested she look into nutritional support. That's when Eleanor began taking 1 tablespoon of wheat germ oil daily, a potent natural source of vitamin E. Within 2 weeks, she noticed a clear difference. The swelling went down. My legs felt lighter, and I had the energy to stay on my feet longer, she said. It was like someone flipped a switch. And she's not alone. Studies have shown that vitamin E supplementation can improve blood flow and reduce symptoms of peripheral vascular disease, a condition where narrowed blood vessels reduce blood circulation to the limbs, particularly in older adults. According to research published in the journal Atherosclerosis, individuals with higher vitamin E intake had significantly better arterial flexibility and lower markers of oxidative stress. That's important because as we age, our blood vessels naturally become less elastic and more prone to inflammation and plaque buildup factors that can impair circulation and make even light physical activity feel exhausting. But vitamin E helps combat this by neutralizing free radicals that damage vessel walls, supporting nitric oxide production for better blood flow and keeping red blood cells from clumping together. The result: legs that feel warmer, more energized, and capable of longer periods of movement without fatigue or swelling. Vitamin E is found in a variety of foods, including almonds, sunflower seeds, spinach, and avocados. But for those looking for a concentrated, easy-to-use source, wheat germ oil stands out. Just 1 tablespoon provides over 100% of your daily recommended intake, and it can be taken on its own or added to smoothies, yogurt, or salad dressings. It has a mild, nutty flavor and delivers more than just vitamin E. It also contains healthy fats and other antioxidants that benefit the heart and skin. Think of your leg muscles like engines. When they're well supplied with oxygen and nutrients through healthy circulation, they run smoothly, stay warm, and recover quickly. But without that steady flow, the engine sputters. Muscles feel tired sooner. Stiffness lingers longer, and movement becomes something you dread rather than enjoy. Vitamin E helps keep that engine running, not by powering the muscles directly, but by ensuring the roads your blood vessels stay open and traffic flows freely, and the difference can be felt in surprisingly short order. Many older adults who start adding vitamin E-rich foods or supplements to their routine report that their legs feel lighter, less swollen, and more comfortable during walks, gardening, or even just standing at the kitchen counter. If you've ever had that sensation where your legs feel like they're filling with sands after sitting too long, or if you notice that your feet are often cold or your ankles swollen by day's end, your body may be asking for a boost in circulation, and vitamin E might be the answer. You don't need to overhaul your diet or make drastic changes. Sometimes a small daily habit like a spoonful of wheat germ oil can shift how your entire lower body feels. And when your legs feel strong, supported, and full of energy, you're far more likely to keep using them, which continues the cycle of strength and vitality. So instead of accepting that tired, heavy leg feeling as just part of getting older, consider whether your circulation could use a little extra help. Vitamin E is a gentle, natural way to support blood flow, protect your blood vessels, and keep your legs feeling like they belong to you, not like they're weighing you down. It's not flashy, but it works. And for so many older adults, it's the quiet difference between sitting out and stepping in. Because the more you move, the more you live. And the more your legs are supported from the inside out, the better every step will feel. Now that we've explored these 6 essential vitamins and minerals, vitamin D, B12, CK2, magnesium, and E, it's clear that strong, steady legs aren't just built through exercise or willpower. They're built from the inside out with the right nutrients, quietly supporting every step, every movement, and every moment of your day. Whether it's a spoonful of cod liver oil, a sprinkle of nutritional yeast, a boost of acerola cherry powder, a touch of grass-fed butter, a handful of pumpkin seeds, or a dose of wheat germ oil, these simple daily habits can make a powerful difference. Many older adults who start adding these nutrients to their routine report fewer aches, better balance, and a new sense of confidence when walking. You don't have to do everything at once, just start with one. Listen to your body, give it the support it's been asking for, and you may be surprised how quickly your legs begin to feel stronger, lighter, and more alive. If you learned something helpful today, please take a moment to like this video. Share it with a friend or loved one and subscribe to our channel for more practical, natural ways to feel better, move easier, and stay independent as you age. And we'd love to hear from you. Which vitamin are you planning to try first? Drop a comment below and let's support each other on this journey to stronger legs and healthier lives. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, we'll see you in the next video.